This was my face pretty much throughout the episode. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today I'm covering Real Housewives of New York Season 3, Episode 6, The Ambush. Man, this is such a good season. I forgot how much stuff happened. It's so great. This is the iconic walk over the Brooklyn Bridge, and man, are we going to discuss it. Let's get into it. So the episode starts off with a bang. They just jump into it. We got Ramona in this tracksuit and her True Faith t-shirt, and Bethenny meeting up with her, and it was Bethenny's idea to take a walk over the Brooklyn Bridge. So you think it's going to be just a nice little walk, but immediately Ramona is just, she is full on Ramona coaster. So she says, I think you're a press monger and you planted it, talking about the story that just came out in the last episode about Bethenny and Jill's friendship fracturing. So to camera, Ramona's saying, press calls, and she's there to give him a comment. Ramona says, I just want to help you. Bethenny says, yeah, I can tell. You're so kind. You're so sweet. I can really feel the warmth today. And Ramona is just laying into her, saying, you're so self-serving. And she says, at least I have friends. You have no friends right now. You have Jason, and you'll probably mess that up too. And Bethenny to camera says, I don't know that anyone has said anything meaner to me than that. And Bethenny says, I'm not a normal person. I don't have friends, so I don't know why you're walking with me. And Ramona says, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. If I can't be honest with you, then what's the point? Man, it still rings true of Ramona now. It's like Ramona's universe, and whatever's on her mind is the absolute truth, and she can't possibly be wrong. I just can't believe how unself-aware she is in this moment. Like, bashing Bethenny like this. Bethenny starts to cry, and Ramona kind of changes gears here. It's like, well, I want you and Jill to fix it. I want you guys to meet. And Bethenny explains to camera that she's just received a call that her dad's not doing well. She's internalizing it because she's not prepared to share it with other people. And Ramona to camera says, I couldn't wait to enter Brooklyn. I was so excited to see Alex and Simon. Bethenny to camera says, I've never been so excited to see Simon. Red leather pants and all, I'll take that over what I just endured over that bridge. It was hell over the water. So funny. Such an iconic scene. So they bring up the fight on the bridge to Alex and Simon, and Ramona calls it a heated discussion, and Bethenny says, well, Ramona is resilient. Meanwhile, we go to Kelly being completely Kelly on the street. So she's explaining that she's writing about what people are wearing, but we just keep seeing her going, hi, sorry, hi. And just so weird and coquettish and, cringy. So she's asking people about what they're wearing. She's taking pictures, and it's just funny to see her full on Kelly mode. So then we go over to Luann. Luann's partnering with these people to donate clothes to benefit the homeless. She had the idea to have a fundraiser for them and a cocktail party. They want to introduce Lou as the ambassador of style, so of course Lou eats that shit up. So then we go over to Jill's house, and look at this decor. Look at this bedroom, dark green with brown, and very Jill, very dated. So Lou's staying over. Jill climbs in bed. They discuss the event. They make a list of people to invite, and Lou's asking for the contacts. Then Jill uses this opportunity to explain she got a letter in the mail. It's a Saks Diamond credit card, the highest level spent. It's just so Jill. So then Jill says, Ramona told me she went to lunch with Alex and Simon and Bethenny. And Ramona told me that Bethenny and Kelly made up. Kelly was clear with me that Bethenny hurt her livelihood, her family, and her reputation. So Jill is completely pissed at Kelly, and believe me, there's a million reasons to be weird with Kelly, but she's pissed with Kelly because she made up with Bethenny and she doesn't like it. Jill thinks if she's mad at her, everybody should be mad at her, and it's so clear here. So then we go over to Alex's. Alex, remember, is helping put together this Brooklyn fashion show. Bethenny, Kelly, and Ramona are going to meet her there. They're going to help cast the models for the fashion show. Well, when Bethenny arrives, Alex can tell something's wrong. Bethenny brings a suitcase. She basically tries to say it's an immediate family member who's not doing so well, and Alex figures out it's her dad. How long's it been since you talked to him? And Bethenny's saying, it's just not a good situation. I'm going to LA as soon as this is over, and it's a lot. It's a lot going on, especially knowing that she's pregnant during this time. She's feuding with Jill. You know, she's trying to keep her business intact, and so much going on. So then Kelly arrives, and again, full-on Kelly mode. She's saying, I feel bad for the models. And they're like, Kelly, you are a model. Why do you feel bad for them? This is their job. This is what they do. And Bethenny's like, thank God she gives me a comic relief from all this drama going on. So then Bethenny's saying it's poor man's America's Next Top Model. They see the models. They're judging them. And then Ramona brings up this idea. Listen, Jill is coming to my house on Wednesday, and I think you guys should talk it over. Don't answer me. Just think about it. And Bethenny's like, okay, I'll think about it. We'll see. Not sure, but we'll see. Okay, so normally I watch the reruns on Hulu, and they put these little breaks in, maybe like between commercials. And normally I kind of skip over them because they're pretty boring, but I had to include this one. I don't know how you watch this show. I don't know if you saw this scene, but my God. So Lou is meeting with this lady talking about looking for an apartment in the city. And the lady asks her, okay, well, what's important to you? Lou gives her the most insane list of features that she has to have and amenities, and she's talking about how important she is and the fireplace she needs and the office area. She needs a balcony. You know, light is important. I need high ceilings. I will not have a galley kitchen. I'm used to a certain way of life in New York. I'm looking for certain amenities. It was just so pompous and arrogant and funny to see, and my God, to think about the trucker that Lou has become since then. It's hilarious. Then we see Jill going over to Alex and Simon's. Now, this is weird because Jill is saying, at the Saks event, Alex accused me of not saying nice things about her children. So this is my opportunity to go over and be nice. And I just thought it was the weirdest kiss ass. She was all hugging on the kids, and she doesn't care about those kids. She's just trying to not look like an asshole on TV. It was hilarious. So Alex is strongly encouraging her, listen, I can't tell you what's going on, but you need to make up with Bethenny. If you have any hope of rekindling this, reach out to her. And Jill's like, I don't know. Alex is basically telling her, this is your chance, reach out. And Jill's just not receptive at all. So again, we see Jill playing with the kids. It's awkward, it's weird, it's forced. It's all for TV. Moving on. So Lou and Jill arrive at Ramona's. They're going to go through her things to gather for this donation, for this charity. So Ramona, of course, has set this all up that Bethenny is coming. But it's so crazy to see how joined at the hip Lou and Jill are. And P.S., look at Lou's statement necklace. Don't you miss those days? So Bethenny knocks at the door, and she's there. She's hoping to just talk to Jill. So she's brought a nice note for Bobby, and she's really hoping just to make things nice. Well, Lou is joined at the hip with Jill and intercepts. Is like, don't you want to talk to me? Ha 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 ha. And Jill's like, no, not ready for this. Meaning, I don't want to mess up my storyline. My storyline is that I'm mad at you. I'm not realizing how much the public hates me, so I'm not ready to make up with you yet. Aww. Lou is doing everything she can to interrupt this meeting because she needs to be Jill's BFF. She can't stand the idea of Bethenny and Jill making up. So she's interrupting with tea and... Anyway, so Bethenny and Jill are trying to talk things out a little bit, but honestly, Jill is just not being receptive. She keeps saying, it's not true, Bethenny, about the things that Bethenny's bringing up, and Bethenny's saying, you have to accept some responsibility, and Jill says, I'm not accepting it, and anyway, nothing gets resolved. Things just get worse. Bethenny's trying. Jill's not receptive. Lou keeps interrupting. Ramona's doing this face, which cracks me up. Just not productive at all. So Lou basically ushers her out of this meeting. She's like, come on, let's go. And Jill is looking for a way out, so it suits her perfectly. Bethenny's like, come on, can't we just fix this? I'm sorry. And Jill's saying, I'm sorry too. And Bethenny to camera says, thanks, Countess, for the diversions. I'll let you have your best friend back. So it was just such a wasted opportunity. So Bethenny ends up leaving, and Jill is pissed and saying, who brought her here? And Lou, of course, is Team Jill, is like, well, it was Ramona. And Ramona's like, no, because Ramona can never tell the truth. And Jill says, this is not fair. How do you do that and set me up like that? And Lou says, I was in shock. Now, what's funny is Ramona brings up, I can't believe she got so upset with me. She did the same thing last year with Kelly and Bethenny. If you remember, she got the two of them together to try to talk almost in the same way that this happened. And that is how the episode ends, with Ramona making this face. Then we see a flash to next week's. You guys, next week is Brooklyn Fashion Week. And if you don't remember, it's this episode. And I can't wait to talk about it. We see Bethenny taking a pregnancy test. Yay! And we see Jill versus Ramona. And then we see the infamous scene where Ramona tells Kelly, you have no brain. And then Kelly goes, you have no brain. Oh, such a good season. I love it. I love talking about this stuff with you guys. I hope you're enjoying it. I so appreciate all the support. You guys are wonderful. I really do. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And I look forward to going over the next episode with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.